Abuzana na ya jantua or say Bawumia NPP for setting up to lose.
So he lost it from his own people. His own people they set him up to lose.
Ninyina as well said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say on none of the elections na the party in the elections no Emma NDC for. It's like NDC for didn't win because I'm going bring out to Obama NDC for. But on more call for which the NPP for na Ankasano. About 40% of them didn't vote.
Bawumia himself has acknowledged that he lost 40% of the internal votes from his own people.
And that's the reason why NDC for winning.
They set him up. Bawumia should learn lessons next time in his life.
Now, at least based on your account, that is, if I say 1 point. But not just that. I did a couple of calculations and listed some of the things at least the team Bawumia Lusuye. Hey, a leading to my Bawumia Lusuye. Number 1, NPP loud mouths.
NPP party see about the platform so near the power I'm NDC.
NPP from penny for Gujana no Manuel Diankasa.
5G baba.
5G ba 1st November. Okay.
Met me abo so many of them. You Katie Hammond, Napo, Hawa Kumsin, Eslo Wusu, Chama Wood to me.
We are not going to allow the NDC to win. And the NPP, we are going to win this 2024 by air, by land, by sea. We are going to win it by fire, by thunder.
How they will talk, it will make you feel like, as a what the HS say, wouldn't you be
My chain is about $200,000 US. My watch here, it's $120,000 US. Near case I won't fire, say I won't fair me. I won't fair no bottom.
What vote to a mom, Wakakoya on Rabon? Wouldn't you be a mom at this point?
Yet number 1, one just yet.
Sometimes no sha, it wasn't a good feeling. And because of say right now no mumo munya man for na mu de omo top mo kasa mo rough no. Right now munya sanko for to go vote you into power again. And then they showed you guys Pepe. Point number 2. Sometimes arrogance. Nanado will say something. You remember Tamoko take FM. Nanado na kwabre for say why mayor mokwa mbevo joma. Nanado say no problem. Go and vote for any person. Where is your finger? Go do whatever you want.
Na about decided to am NDC. Was a man, you know, obi so in teams baby and they
to see a politician say that then that tells you that politician will give you up that what I say well just will give you up because at that time no you just not contest for anything anymore but now the ref is your party still needs to go on as more dini perform from ba more to swaba is the one kokra na at least na say any perform from abeya so to say that alienate a whole lot of people.
The way he's going, please. He may not run again, so of course. But at least we have a party to win an election.
Subin MP, I think say or joining NPP MP. Oba be do motor. Send you now do beka on one case on TV nines of now I was shocked.
Then the president was at your tech. I was watching live with senior members of our party. The president said, "Oh," then you see was gladly circulating it. A few days before, they were reminding Ghanaians what the president told us. I was shocked, Gabby, Randy.
Ocean post statement said that would make it. You remember time I can't say on fire ECG because he was the minister of energy, I think. On fire ECG timetable, just so many things.
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want it to bring it.
Chama would to make Asana one pen asema ubega complete beginning when another we see him as a concert man sometimes. But I thought that no Kasan Zimbiswa we in Kenya.
Wajibatinya. Baby NDC for crowd da say 8 na say you know. Memo ma free wa 7 and 6. I'm telling you to show the strength and the power.
That arrogance, no na man for the generals will vote to tear Bawumia. And then the third thing, true lies. Now that do completely with a straight face back out to say Mahama didn't solve kind of say doom so.
And now about so about the 24-hour economy, beba. 24-hour economy. Also, I had different within idea so yeah, doom so. 12 hours zoom to me my light means so better wrote me about the 24-hour economy.
But you know perfectly well say 2016 time Mahama be problem. Now I solve doom so much say normal I generating more light my Ghana for the way too much Ghana for Ghana. But now Mahama was dead set on solving that. And also he didn't push the blame to any other person. He accepted it and then but it is what it is.
He's the only president who has taken responsibility for doing so. It has happened since time immemorial. All the heads of state or presidents in the history of this country have suffered doing so. Even President Kufuor's era, they had to import toy generators from outside under Honorable Kofi Adda. But President John Mahama was bold enough, humble enough, and took responsibility and said he was going to solve it. And he did solve it.
And then throw away in Trosa, a feed up Kwakodoso.
Because John Mahama there, I am son of a pro and want to be a woman.
You have not fed your person, and he defended Mahama. As a Bawumia woman, a race, and a guy.
Your Mahama drunkard in Yinano, the kukuye, and I put it out. I am saying it today, sir, it's a propaganda.
During that time, it was politics. You can't be able to fin a guy. A bastard, and no cry, drunkards in Ghana. It has here. For your mystic, one Magana Metro Bay, for your own reason why, no, my fan. 12 point, on seriousness. On my campaign at the beginning, if you bet me go through my channel, the earlier times, who will be a say, first year, I don't mind. I saw mu dear group.
Siano, Emami. Siano, Emami.
Already now, you have so much baggages in a Buzane Dawson. And to add, you were, first year, Mammy, as I grow.
Mumma Mistiano. Namin Chicano. Uncle baby, I see a call. Mumma Mistiano.
And the Bawumia question, Techima, you say, Fania, yes, the Abano. No, you know, could just say, as such as a. All these things led to Bawumia losing. Another one was intolerance. Abusia, who can't send the NPP for Mama Abefa. Okay, bongo story now. Abusia, Yama, Banfo be complicated app. Radio stations, I think the United Show base. About for Bogra also because A plus I can't say Bino and Crop Boys Binum Square. The video footages are there. Now what they Metro TV, Coco Bogra or Radio Bay or whole stories. So it's like I said, you can't talk anything when it comes to this government. Just some trouble for crime to some extent, no more break because what can say no one can say you are a barber foul. But a democratic dispensation, yeah, woman, shouldn't work like that.
No water, 48 hours, over 48 hours, no cold.
Next one, a dishonesty. Special election, yeah, to obey. My lady, a child, dear, a Driania, my mouth for a general line. Your friend, my lady, a bizarre or so on crown, call Hoye. I dare change it as someone can with him.
The concern has been that why would your team share food while voters are in the queue?
I wasn't here. I don't know if you saw me here. I've been here since I came here before 6 a.m.
That's a video footage you why I say you did this. I said, that ain't me. And you know
the concern has been that why would your team share food while voters are in the queue?
I wasn't here. I don't know if you saw me here. I've been here since I came here before 6 a.m. And I left here a few minutes ago. I don't even know what you're talking about. I am yet to find out from them what happened. Thank you. Right.
The normal people, at least the discerning people who say, Mami mi huno, ojina ho, ye kasa ho bisa, biya kase saying this saying ti ama we saying. But to completely outright deny say nyawa, na ukura wuni ho, afe na oba ho, just say it wasn't good.
The concern has been that why would your team share food while voters are in the queue?
I wasn't here. I don't know if you saw me here. I've been here since I came here before 6 a.m.
Na po general campaign stage. Ena lomo tenie mahama nie.
Otu aba, domama nie, lomo tenie. Baga nie.
After the children na po say why a mistake. Was you minye mistake.
Me say Muhammadu Bawumia nie, man kenye. Hey.
We've seen why a mistake because the guy and the name wasn't Lomote. Chama needing the Lamte. What friend Lomote and now Mahamani. Why a mistake? Accept we nipa mistakes happen. But if you brush it off and not try to sugarcoat it in a way, say, oh, I was intentional in doing that. That is a dishonest behavior.
What about Domama Lomote?
A few moments later.
Monsieur Muhammadu Bawumia nie, man kenye. Hey.
Chama won to me kura don't let us go there. Next point, Alan Cash. Among Bobinum Day. Alan Cash will free party no. You know, among Bobinum Dinachi. Where the entire votes a swap. I think it's saying 30,000 and 40,000 votes. I don't know the figures, but you know, I think it's somewhere around that. Those votes, and it went back to kind of say NPP for.
Na said the Judas, Oyi Yesu man, NPP and Alancha, but here he NPP and that's where you go for man.
But of film, you know, a man vote to cry because of Alan Cash film. People were expecting to be Alan Cash and that would have been something nice. But you know, the party wanted Bawumia, and you know, obviously now we all know that it was a bad move.
Mumma Mistiano. Na minchikano enko baby ayesi eko mumma mistiano
galamse situation bae chese na mpeni for kra mpeso mbeka ho asem mbenya na wa forget about it. NPP for mpeni for communicators in some of the towns and galamse ni koso they will video themselves and tell you say we will do this, you can't stop us. And then they will actually encourage the people, say they should actually go ahead. At some point, there was one woman who radio stations back where didn't say, oh, we need the young fan conquer to baby Kurani, two abani we are near Babacam was him. What two abani we are 1 month, and then now they be a day. So all these things, the man who say, okay, you don't care about Ghana, you don't. People were in the street at some point, and this before joining the Amafuna demonstrating on the street, in the streets, no. And at that moment, the people felt like, okay, we have a government, if not anything, at least they are part of us. NPP for never did that. But again, they are the government in power, so even doing that, some may say it will be a little bit odd. But at least that will, give you some love, beer. Kwajo upon krum. He authority agalam. And then from that point on, things and NPP for no more beats and a movement but people were afraid. And because of that honesty and willing to help Ninko for it worked out for him. He retained his seat.
The person can plane and you're playing fun. Some people not see baby no why not in so Bema conform up to a good year when it's so come saying in Sua. Yeah, of course, you'll be as a man conform to a good year when so and say in Sua.
Economy, I don't even need to talk about it. Negana cement war. What we just see down that I forget about it. Cause we are renting. Why? Going dizzy night. Every day be a normal boy cost like Uko bisa. You remember Misty who got to cement? Who's the guy now more some you say? Who got to cement now their money panel. It is a time so cook here and no quack. Time I missed to go to cement, I think it was around 70 cities. And around now, I think the cement in the 100 cities. Of course, I imagine cement in our town, mine is what's the day we wait more than 5. That's just. I was here, man, I am bad transaction. Was. The economy here. You my 24-hour video just talking about Ghana economy. Normal message, but so let's move on. Next point, no campaign message. Bawumia, Bawumia lose more cry say. Mwana mo de betting tax COVID level in the can win na buy. Bawumia so already obey all that in your free so. Abro wa bam. Just say ne santi amafo na kuma krom hu se Bawumia ni vision papa bia de Ghana at least based on how ana omo message in ekwo no say ye bisa o say dey ntia wa ban mu now ade a wo say oba obeye it's just a pen and people ye twam simple like that but we be so ye ni nyina now a oba ban mu ade no obeye e wona na Ghana for say no chama we ni message ni a week what you say so ni nyina no man kiti we nyina na e be ka boom e ma Bawumia lusu ye
import duty, flat tax, tax amnesty, and so on. But why don't I do it now? And why do I want to? I must have a manifesto. Otherwise, if I do everything now, if I could, what would I do when I come into office?
12 years on, Omo used to free education. And their campaign all the time before Nanado ba bemu and me bamba free education na man for the so to abama no buy no be ne for in case ne re-election term the same you make us free education my year and after the 8 years down the line still down more campaign message free education. It was here people were fed up. Bring something new. You know we need new material. Can Japan at some point can say Bawumia ni message bia okwa de no kan kira man for no. And Mr. Strategist, you know that second day you can say Bawumia top crown son of Papa joining the campaign tree. And wouldn't him Kennedy how what didn't watch a campaign one. This time, because he said still now he's part of the party. But what yet from Nakumum. And also say a 2 baby who say yes, ya kwako for ballot by can say ya tampering to be baby the baby shame, then the can hono. Abusia and Koso. The NDC youth and communicators and Abusia are no more police stations. They were super vigilant. Or more vigilance than a war more winning this because they made sure say wouldn't mean for any tactics be a man winning. Time NPP for winning a case in a court. Almost say elections are won at the polling stations. So this time around, NDC made sure say we will win this at the polling station, and they did convincingly. And then finally, the biggest of them all, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. He was one to say major problem for the NPP party, and I'm not the one saying this. NPP MPs na neka. You who are Ghana happy or more kasanko for so many NPP MPs. Sorry, tia the government to say only can for ya teddy. Nana want it. Because and all that. A little while back, a video be an talk about Nanado and now I say all running family and friends government. The number for the bush and for the cases or the Biashi ye. And I don't know if we say Basana. Even though say they deserve at least leave the sports will be full. Gay bill I had the core parliament. You see the time never and on the same Kahon National Cathedral. Who IMF yes Ghana beyond aid yen kwa IMF that later no yen nam wa mo twe from more borrowing abusia na ye bobosia we this hey and then him for Nanado go duro mo mpeso aso a o pesa almost hey ready ya Nanado dey I'm up for we sit down and learn from near why and try to avoid it in the near future. I think.
Na basa abatwo decided so beto ama NDC e wo asema nya me masa obi an so sa emfa unsa intim so baby and there wa adwuma
se futu ana na adoko otumfo ho otu no na nkotie ya nka wensi ba wantie
Ghana for pani adwuma
Ghana for de mo pani adwuma
ye pani ayahwe
de mo pe ayarehwe
ye pani nkoso enu a na ye hwehwe
enu a na Ghana for mo
ye to aba ne wie ya ye bobo se wawen obi gina TV3 so wo ka kire nipa na wo se wo na TV companyfo no ko John Mahama wo ka kire se aba ne de kom ne abufuo na to ye
so wie na bi ka ko gina TV3 kan se ko Mahama na ka kire se de kom ne abufuo na to ye
na asa akọ na do so ka kire se te ekom ne abufuo so no so ba no anya de kom ne abufuo be sa ato ti
kan kire na do so.
At some point, Utimu said the major problem, the talking point was Kenuforiata, then finance minister. Nanado said, da, and then Ebeka, where you were the last year, more baby, and even this year, I was saying, Nanado, you idea, where you need to cross here, upgrading. I'm a international, so it's just one of those things. But where they are normal to me, and a leading man, MPP for Lusu, and Bawumia Lusu. And then there are a couple of things I think they can do to at least somehow overturn this, maybe in the next 10, 12 years, and 16. Oh, that next 12 years.
How we have brought Ghana economy to this stage. Don't you think MPP will sit down and plan how to win election 2024?
So, point number 1, properly bring everyone on board. Now, I can't say, if you're going to post, I think something on Facebook was saying, no, I say NDC for, I say NPP for call apology tour. Thank you to apology tour. I was shanty with your poor be a chow. A man for a free party, now, I said, we train when a name, making tell me who wants to work party. They should find a way to bring each and everyone together, even including Alan Cash. What I said, I'm not going to bring home. They can work together more cohesively to find proper ways and proper ideas here. I was on betting they overtake the NDC maybe next time around.
No, you ba, yeah, we mukwane say. Ube so TV, and now ube so WhatsApp nuko. Ube te everyday, na me yawu. Don't mahama, everyday buanipa, na wa buanipa.
Arrogance, let's snap talk, who can we know, what can we know? No, say you hold the political office, you are a leader. You know, if they say, oh, yes, oh, bad nigga, as well, you prepare, you in charge, but NPP for one no more by more. Uko yadi, you know, busy at Tiama, simple, fast, cry. So, normal way, you know, doesn't help. Say, ya kukuama, but camera does so, and so still no back natural. You know, a more phone be out.
Number 1, one just yet.
So I'm 8 years of getting back to, you know, power now. I was saying it starts now. Because again, if Mahama seriously performs this 4 years, now that the next person no be banner sign winner. NDC boy will be the first person to be breaking the 8 because that person is sign winner that 4 years now. Obviously, yeah, so you know, the serious work it starts now. And I doubt that Bawumia will get a second chance. The chairman, he did everything that was, you know, required of him. But at the end of the day, you know, it wasn't enough. So I'm thinking, say, if you are far, Obi and Enisu like, you know, Kennedy Japan. Because Alan Cash is also done. Alan Cash has won the other campaign to talk about convincing a man for, you know, that is no more there. So Alan Cash, so I think that their only card left to play is Kennedy Japan. As to some Pekino, we are yet to see. Every video is here. Abusia full container, Banye Womina, spare parts, original ones from United States. And I feel about Bedru Ghana. Vineyard Autoplex Company Limited, the Wabos Wakai. Open spare parts dealer, which are dealing original. Because there are so many spare parts for Ghana, bet Maka Kotabe shock him. Why Jimuno wouldn't him until Papa? Not these people. These people are money also from America. And then they have an actual spare parts dealership. Wa America. Denver, Colorado. Ocean number your screen is here. From so pay any car be a spare parts at their show car.
But who say, especially Ghana, you fool for Honda CRV. And Wakano and Macan employee. You fool injectors here. Ubetim Edia Gufu and my Ebe Clinic injectors in Edia amount.
Me call Ghana and a truck driver beating a car before me car to and then me car and a boy. Abusia, me kwa Tobino. Now you were different types. And then me choose to say when I pay. Man, I say there be don't buy this one instead. Because say Nianaka me pay me who ya manager one a China made. Yes, I know the shaka numa. By 3 months, Uber was a light and I started changing color. That is the reason why I gonna be ukabi. When I say bright. That is part of the problem. But me call Vineyard Autoplex Company Limited. There was so much time say Papa Nini. Buy this one instead. And then I bought that. So when you be a 10 woman assistance, that video chironi a year for a car. That is the person out per spare parts I saw. If you know person talk car free America de brewa, abusu bet me ayama. Who person want to ship with the ba, be mawa, abusu bet me in yama.
Oh, Ghana no person auto car, so I know me talk car, Emma amount for even say unis kakra or the shipping. Metima ship amount, can't be drew Ghana, and I want to anti-car be out pay bia no so no. Metima ato. A ship Eddie Bedru Ghana Eddie amount.
And found when a car crowd open original spare parts will bring be amount. Say even Bini Ghana crana or no Casa bet me out there be from America, dear ba. na fe di wa be yi di ama say ye car pono ye car hwehwe everything be a wo hia car spare parts bia no obenya bi di ama. That's the reason why I recommend the Van Auto Place Company Limited ama no omo aboso aka mo number the screen so no do any car spare parts bia contact omo